So we all know that AI is revolutionizing the way that we do business. But what you might not know is how brands are making use of AI to improve their storytelling. So today we're going to be looking at 5 ways brands are transforming their storytelling and why these techniques can be incredibly effective within small and medium-sized businesses to help you actually compete with the big players. So starting at number 5, AI-powered social listening. This is where brands can tap into real-time conversations. They can track trends and adapt their storytelling to match whatever the audience is currently discussing. So for small businesses, this is obviously a game changer in how you can stay relevant and stay on top of trends. And real-time social listening increases campaign success by 25%, which is huge. So let's think about Oreo. They have been using AI to help them track trending topics. So they then created Oreo stories to tap into those current conversations. So with AI, you can really make your brand story part of your audience's everyday life. And number 4 is predictive analytics for more targeted storytelling. So using AI, you can now forecast which content is the most likely to resonate with each audience segment, which means that you can send the right message to the right people at the right time. And using predictive analytics can actually boost your marketing ROI by 20 to 25%. So our example today is Spotify's Wrapped campaign. I hadn't actually heard of this one before I started looking into this. So I thought it was really, really interesting to share with you. So by analysing user preferences, they managed to create a tailored story for each of their users, which boosted their app engagement by 21%. So it's proof that personal relevance really can drive that connection. And that is definitely something that SMEs can use to start leveraging and building that brand loyalty. Number 3 is emotionally responsive AI. It blows my mind that today's chatbots can actually tailor their responses to your emotions. So if you're a bit cranky ringing up the customer services department, it will tailor the response it gives you to calm you down. All of these things really helps to give a more human feel to the experience. And that in turn strengthens customer loyalty. After all, we all want to feel like we're heard and not just talking to a robot. So those are making memorable interactions for the customers. And this is supported by the fact that emotionally intelligent AI increases customer satisfaction by up to 30%. So KLM's chatbot, BB, can detect emotions in 13 languages and tailor their responses to improve the user's experience. And as a result of that, nearly 40% of users said that it made their interaction with the airline far smoother and much more enjoyable. And if you're an SME looking to create more brand affinity, having a chatbot that is able to respond to the emotions of your customers can be massively beneficial, especially if you're running a really lean operation and you can't physically have people answering the phones all the time. This is potentially the next best thing. So number 2 is AI-powered interactive campaigns. These experiences actually invite the users to shape the story. Think of those old Goosebumps books where you could flip forwards to whatever chapter to choose your preferred ending. It's the same thing. It's creating an adventure that's tailored to your choices. So what does that give us? It gives us twice the level of engagement as static content. Netflix Bandersnatch was a great example of how to use this effectively, and how it used AI to deliver and manage multiple storylines. And then based on the user's choices, it delivered their preferred story. This increased the engagement on that show by 20%. So interactive storytelling has big potential for SMEs. It allows customers to really feel part of the story. And who doesn't like to be in control of the narrative? And here's my number one trend: hyper-personalized content creation. AI lets brands produce content that is tailored to an individual's preferences. And we all know that tailored content makes people feel seen. Well, it looks like 91% of consumers are more likely to shop with brands offering personalized experiences. So it sounds like it's worth a try. An example of a company doing this exceptionally well is Coca-Cola. They customize their messages based on local events, the weather, and individual behaviors, which led to engagement spikes. Imagine being able to deliver messages to your audience that speak to the exact needs and values in the moment. That is the future of storytelling. And I have one last takeaway for you, and that is AI-generated hyper-realistic content. We all know that AI can be used to create some hyper-realistic images, videos, and voices that are nearly indistinguishable from humans. So by 2025, synthetic media is expected to account for 90% of all online content. That's pretty scary, especially as someone that is generating online content. But just imagine how we can make content creation accessible to all kinds of businesses. We are not going to be in a world where only the big boys can play the game. And that is really, really exciting, because we are going to start seeing brands of all shapes and sizes telling compelling stories that captivate their audiences. So I really hope that you enjoyed those ways that AI is transforming brand storytelling. From real-time relevance to interactive, emotionally aware content. It's really, really exciting. But what I'd like to know is how you are going to be using these techniques moving forward. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please hit subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.